Listen, say teddy pendant. Say I'm in Magic City, hookah hoes and Henny. I just came to visit. Shit, I just want the chicken motherfucker opinions. It's my life, I live it. Making bad decisions, all with good intentions. 2020 vision. Realest in the city, trying to paint a picture. Lennox all offended. Nigga, that's a pretty pendant. Situations lit at all about a ticket. You can Honda Civic, I Honda Bricks, Ponderosa Kid. As you drop it, I'ma do my thing. Swoop, leak, ayy, who that? Well, isn't she love me like Jaden off Kid Go? So my life living single. It's over 10 like I was fucking with Kim Cole. Stay down like an Enso. She go for me like she was one of my kinfolk. We smashing the rental, I smash out the rental. She write like a pencil. Say she write like a pen pal. Say how you feel? You the baddest in Battlefield. Must be kicking like Happy Meals. Smell like roses and daffodils. Pill for my pain like you was my Advil. I been telling niggas about her like who you is. Been wondering who I'm with, who you is. Tripping off lately, I been so ludicrous.
Yo, what's going on, man? I'm Wood. I'm a rapper, actor. I'm also a chef as well, but right now we focus on the main thing, and that's the music. I'm from St. Louis. I'm repping them hard. They repping me. It's a family thing, so stay tuned.
Say we done did debit for breakfast. If Pam had Tommy and Martin had Gina and Sid had La Vida and Steve had Regina, I need me a Cedar. I need me a Diva. Top 10 of the people, nigga. Yo.
I grew up, my family from the north side. I went to county schools though, Hazelwood to be exact. I got kicked out of everyone except for East. And basically, I was always, kind of, in the street life, all my friends, involved in that life. So, it kind of rubbed off on me. I went to college, Lincoln to be exact, and I ended up catching the case, and after that, I ended up going to culinary school and became a chef. Started my own catering business, got a food truck, did catering for Vatterott schools as well as Nelly School, EI Institute. After that, I kind of became a celebrity chef of sorts. Same time, I was always doing music, and it all started to flourish. A few of my songs got put on CBS, CSI, and another one actually got placed on Power. And I ended up getting a few situations with Microsoft. A few ASCAP checks start coming in, so a lot of my friends who was down in Atlanta making moves, pretty much told me to come down here and see what it's like. Took a visit, and I got a lot of movers and shakers as friends down here, and I was taken away by it, and here I am. It's game time. Honestly, what inspires me is like just hard work, dedication, breaths of fresh air, if that is even a good a way to answer it. But when something, a breath of fresh air, it inspires me. A lot of times things get stagnant, whether it's music, clubs, clothing, a lot of things become of the norm. But when that breath of fresh air comes in, not only it is a breath of fresh air, but it's splintering off, if that's a way to say it. Just with labels, diminishing and everybody getting the opportunity to become their own artist, you don't have to let a label sign you. So if you make music that's something like Tech 9, you can get it's a place for it. If you make something that's totally the opposite, it's a place for it as well. So it's really no filter anymore. There's no one telling you, no, this is not hot. If you feel you got some hot music, whether it's garbage, you can put that hot garbage out on SoundCloud, Tidal, Apple, just like anybody else. So what you have an opportunity, music is going everywhere. It's splintering off. So that's how I feel. What role do I play when it comes to music? I feel like I'm the ladies' man, but I'm the one that they look for, not the one, people say they're ladies' man, but I'm the real side nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the role I play. I'm the one that understands what every man's messing up on, because I'm a super side nigga. I need a cape, but I don't think it'll really fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I become a big, I'm a real talk, I'm a side nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm the ultimate friend, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm Bill Bellamy, Martin Lawrence, Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I'm Eddie Murphy, Boomerang, How to Be a Player. I'm a gumbo of that. I got the same problems all them niggas got, and my life a movie every day, so that's what I am, and I'm sure that's a story to tell, so that's what it is. That's what I add. When I first realized that I wanted to do music, I believe I always wanted to be involved in music in some capacity. I stories that when I was young, I used to, be on the block singing Michael Jackson songs and moonwalking. And as I got older, I used to dance. Back in St. Louis, we had a little thing called the Monastery and the Chicken Head. So, I was dancing. I used to dance at the Palace and the Limelight. And as I got older, we started rapping. I believe Kanye really was like one of the main people that actually made me put a pen to a pad. I think my first song I wrote was to like Through the Wire, an instrumental, and we recorded that. And after that, it's just like I just started writing, and it's been like that ever since. The music industry, how I feel like it affects, due to the fact it has multiple streaming services, I think it's a good thing, because I think it's a tedious thing, but there are places like DistroKid and TuneCore. They give you the option to easily just check, what you want. Where you want your music to be placed, and it's simple as that. Like I say, and for everything I did tonight, if I want to upload it to all those sites, I've already registered myself to do that. So with the computer, they make everything for dummies anyway. It's just the people like real dummies, But if they just give you more opportunity to get money, that's how I look at it. The more streaming service, the more you get streamed, the more checks you get. But if you're not registered and you don't know how to stream and you don't know how to check for your check, then yeah, I guess you would think he would be getting, overwhelmed or oversaturated, but them just other avenues to get a check. That's how I feel. Where does my inspiration come from? You would be surprised, but R&B music, I 80, 60, 70 R&B. Like I literally write songs off listening to slow songs. I listen to Anita Baker and sit down and write about 3 rap songs about nothing that, like, it might not even have to do with, calling a rap show or whatever she, might be singing, but that, that's good music puts me, in a good place. And it's certain rap, like, the first Kanye CD or Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but just that, melody, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when you look at St. Louis artists, a lot of the things that we did had like a melodic structure, and it's just still that way. That's just how we are. We like a singing, rapping type area, that's what we do. We like to put a lot of melody in everything we do. So, what would I call my genre of music? Let me see. I would call it wood, but that's for you not to know me. I guess we would still have to put it in some form of a category. So I would think, I'm the rap version of R&B. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to, certain things, you get feelings from certain things. So if I play you a R&B song, with a melody, you feel a certain way. Certain rap songs don't really make you feel that way, but I have songs that I feel give you that same energy that you would hear on a regular slow record, but only you hear with me giving you bars and lyrics. So I try to give you the same feel as a melodic vibe, only with real rap, So it's odd, but you got to check it out because it's amazing at the same time. I feel very great when I'm able to let go of my emotions. A lot of things that I write are emotion driven, you know what I'm saying? Breakups, angry days, good days, bad days, they're all reflections of things I'm going through. So if I am to get a chance to release it and channel it, I almost feel like I'm really getting it off my chest. How you might be going through something and you talk to somebody and you're able to get off the phone feeling like, a breath of fresh air because you got able to tell somebody. I feel the same way when I let my lyrics go. Whatever I was going through that I wrote, when I let them go, now it's off of me. You know what I'm saying? I shared that. So it's like, it's replenishing, it's reviving. Like I said, you just come in and just share the bad vibes and make them good vibes. That's all. That's funny you say that. Music affects my everyday life different. When I was in St. Louis, which I still go back to frequently, but when I was there permanently, a lot of people like, Wood, you gotta move, man. Like, your music is reflecting your atmosphere. I wrote about a lot of, killings and things that were happening, depression, and, we had the whole Mike Brown thing, so a lot of things that we was actually talking about, it just really wasn't nothing positive about it. And people like, man, you gotta change the surrounding. Everybody is not going through that, what you guys are going through in St. Louis, and it's showing in your music. Like I said, I start traveling a little bit more, and the stuff I write out of town will be totally different than what I'll be writing in St. Louis. So they was like, bro, you see how your music changes when your atmosphere changes. Hence the reason I'm here, So it's a different vibe in Atlanta. I feel like it's making me make a little bit more positive music. At the same time, I'm still bringing it back home to the city, but it's just giving me, more of a realm to be an artist. Actually, for anybody that's from St. Louis, maybe 4 years, I stayed in Oakmont Townhomes, which is directly next door to Canfield Greens, you know, like literally backyard type. So, I mean, I've lived over there. I stayed off West Florissant, so I know exactly the area. I know the people, you know, Mike Brown Sr. is from the same neighborhood as my family, you know, and they're friends, you know. So, you know, it was a tough pill for the city to swallow, you know. And even with now, you know, I want to say maybe a month or two ago, there was new footage released showing that Little Mike actually had some form of relationship. You know, when they initially put it out, it was made that he came in there and he took something that he was supposed to take, and they, you know, end up doing what they did. But now it's footage showing that he actually had an arrangement with the person the day before and came back to get something that he already had paid for. And the police had this information the whole time. So at this moment, we're still going through, you know, baby riots and baby protesting due to that footage just now being released. So it's like, you know, we didn't get an answer then. We're not getting an answer now. Bullshit still rolling out the gate. You know, it's just a lot of, you know, white tape. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of white people. You know, and it's hard for us to make a movement because they got help from the government. You know, they shut down Ferguson and issue calls that everybody got to be gone by 10 o'clock. They start shooting rubber guns and it get out of hand. And the crazy part about it, Ferguson is not even the worst part of St. Louis. That's what we consider almost a neutral area. You know, it ain't the best of the county, but it ain't definitely not the worst of the city. So for them to bring that type of drama into such a neutral area, it only shows where St. Louis is going. You know, they took our team. You know, they took a lot of the things the kids for them to kick it at. So it's just breeding a bad environment, man. So yeah, it's pretty bad. It is. Honestly, it's different. You know, like I said, I was just talking to family earlier, like how I felt like I was like Robert Townsend off 5 Heartbeats. Like I write stuff all day. I return the songs. I might write 8 bars and I feel like I'm pushing on the 9th and the 10th, and I just stop. I might go do something, live a little more life, or think about a metaphor between the rest of the day and come back and do it. Some I just might write a whole song. Some days I might feel, you know, a certain way and write 3 or 4. I might have some ambiance around me and we click clacking, but I think everything inspires me. I'm always writing. I'm always in writing mode. I'm gonna write something about tonight. You know, the more serious I take it, the more serious they take it. And I think that a lot of people might not understand it, but when they do what I'm saying, they understand it, because a lot of the music is far-fetched. And the odds of you making money off of it is even more far-fetched. What we doing right now costs money, you know, so you forking out a lot of times more than you bringing in. And your family only knows that from the outside looking in, and that's pretty generally what the music industry is. So when they typically don't want you to be involved with it and don't want you to waste your time, they really are only looking out for your best interest, because due to the odds, everybody don't make it. So damn near like hoop dreams times 12, you know what I'm saying? So that's where they be coming from. But if you really putting your heart in it and things are actually coming from the hard work you're putting in, then they will have no choice but to begin to understand. You know, like when I finally got hip to ASCAP and start getting, you know, registering and finally start getting checks, then I can start calling myself an artist. But the whole time I'm out here just paying money for studio time, ain't nothing coming in, that doesn't make sense in a working world. You know, so if this is a job, you have to treat it as such. You know, you have to really start getting some checks and stop giving your real job checks to this hobby. A lot of people rapping is a hobby, so until you start figuring out a way to make some income off of it, if you writing theme songs for Disney, you're more than a rapper than a lot of these rappers out here calling themselves a rapper. And you can be writing songs for Hannah Montana for the rest of your life, but you actually writing songs and you're getting paid for them and you're providing for your family. Versus a lot of people who stealing from their family, getting loans, taking people checks to make videos and flyers, and they really just high cap it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like once your family see that you're not that type of artist, then they'll take you seriously. The more money you got for smoke, the bigger your mirror can get. That's the music industry. You know, it's a lot of glitz and glamour. You know, and eventually, the more smoke you got for your mirrors, eventually it overrides and it becomes real. You know how they say fake it till you make it? If you got enough juice to fake it to the point you start confusing the people that's actually making it, they'll open the door for you and let you walk into the make it side. And now you made it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and that's with views, that's with followers, that's with clothes, that's with photo shoots, that's with everything that's visual. The more you visually get popping, the more the people that's really popping will notice you. Once they notice, they let you into the gate. And now your fantasy has become a reality. So the better you are at faking it, the more faking it juice you get, the more you got a chance to get to the real side. And that's just the music industry. You know, the more entourage, you know, you say I got a few chicks, I came here with 12 chicks. If I came here with just smoke, you know, the more glitz that I can afford, they are buying to it. You know, and that's pretty much what it is. You gotta put your own bag to get the bigger bag. But that's what life, it takes money to make money. So, you know, that's how it is. It's very, very important for us to have an alternative income. The funniest thing about it now, most artists brag about it now, when it usually was like the step that labels kind of told you. You know, you back in the day, you were such an artist that you weren't hip on becoming an actor or branding a clothing line or doing this. That'll come further in your career. Now you see people who got 2 or 3 songs like, yo, I'm finna hop into real estate, I'm gonna give me a restaurant. Cause they know the time and attention span of their careers are so short that it's best to take that first check you get and do something that's solid, which is usually a restaurant, nail shop, laundromat, whatever, another hustle. You know, and everybody know you gotta keep five hustle to keep one thing going. So it's like, and that's kind of like, it's kind of depressing, you know, for me to be doing this and look at the people that's already made it and they're telling you that, you know, you gotta do something else. But I'm already doing something else, so that's cool. But it's like, it kind of makes you wonder, where is the music going? Like, I've already been a caterer. So you look at people like T.I. and Candy and everybody, they got restaurants. Yo Gotti, Rick Ross got restaurants. So it's like, damn, was being a chef the best thing to do? You know what I'm saying? Should rapping have been a hobby? So is it not making as much money? Because everyone in the rap industry is, you know, bragging about having other jobs. So is this still a good job, or is this just a hobby that people are giving you smoke and mirrors with, you know, to have real jobs? It's a fucking finesse. Not only we be able to hear it on SoundCloud and iTunes and all, you know, and Apple. What we're working on is I'm actually working on a show, and I ain't gonna say too much about that, but the show should always have my music on it. They'll be damn near like a soundtrack. So we got something coming with the show, and that's gonna be a lifetime of Wood. So. Get ready. I've always rapped, but you know, when I went to college, I ended up catching a drug case, and I went to jail and came out and became a chef. You know, he asked me what I do, and I told him I rapped. And he said, that's not enough. You gotta find a real career. That wasn't at the time enough. I didn't have ASCAP checks supporting that theory of me being a musician. So I started, you know, went to culinary school, and I, you know, started selling plates. And that all just brings me to say that if you a so-called hustler, you know, you should be able to hustle anything. You should be able to sell anything. So if that's your claim to fame, if you think you're so good at buying and selling, you should be able to buy and sell anything. I buy food, I cook food, I sell it. Whatever you buying, cooking, and selling, we doing the same thing. You have the same mindset. Switch your hustle to a legal hustle. So there's nothing wrong with being a hustler. I know it's hard. You know, we all come from tough backgrounds, bro. But just understand, you know, everything you do come back around. Quantum, you know. So just know the energy you putting out here, you can't be surprised when it come your way.
Make some motherfucking noise to that. So real quick before we get off into this next song, Sound Man.
So talk to us about, you know, the bread and butter experience. No, really. Talk
The bread and butter experience?
Yes.
Man, hold on. Let me tell you something.
All right.
Who is Mary Mac?
Mary
Who is Mary Mac?
Mary who?
That's what I'm fine.
Patty.
Hey, boy, hello.
That's all I gotta say.
Tell him about the food, man. Cause I can't say much, man. I'm done talking.
Hey, you know what's craziest about it?
What about it, bro?
We was sound checking, right? He was cooking the whole time doing sound check, you feel me? I had my in-ears in, so I'm in my zone. We finished, and everything was like, alright, cool. Take a deep breath. Soon as I took my in-ears out,
Would have been very intriguing.
I started smelling the food. I was like, I done seen you over there the whole time.
Right, doing my thing.
Soon as, like, we got that sound check and Sweet said something about it. He was like, something. I took my in-ears out. I was like, damn, that shit smells good.
But man, how was it to you
The
though?
shit was great, bro. The shit was great. Everybody had 2 plates.
Everybody.
Like, damn.
I heard them say something about some brown sugar.
Yeah. Little schnook sauce, man. Ain't nothing but little schnooks, man. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, what up?
I have nothing else to say. This man, no comment. He know. He trying to act all modest and shit. Come on, man. I just come here to serve the people, man. That's what I do, man. Big dog, man. As long as he full, man, I'm a happy man. Gotta drink it down, man.
Well, you talking about this bread and butter? Now let me just tell you, bro came through with this. I thought it was Getty. I thought it was spaghetti. It wasn't spaghetti. So I thought it was Fredo. It wasn't Fredo.
Right.
It wasn't Fredo either. It was just some shit he had going crazy. Then bro came through with the motherfucking schnooks, flavor glazed wings. Any St. Louis nigga gonna know the truth about them schnooks wings. Them motherfuckers was fire. Then nigga came through with the shrimps. Shrimp. I was making the mistake of eating the shrimps by themselves. My last few forks full, I put the shrimps and the pastas together and magic was made.
Yeah.
So yeah, that nigga cold, bro. I ain't gonna even stunt, bro. Nigga feeling good too. I ain't sleepy. Nigga ain't drowsy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, bro, they got
On God, north side shit.
How many stars would you give it?
On Yelp, 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah, 6 stars, on God.
I like that.
314 stars, you know what I'm saying?
Get ready, man. That music coming too, man. You know, that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. The kitchen on the way, man. Trying to tell y'all.
Blue shit. Already.